bearing. I'm used to seeing a little bearing inside of a hub on a car or something, you know. Well, the bearing on a GMC 2500 Sierra, which is what this is, goes inside of this here, and this shaft on your CV boot locks into it, and then it turns your wheel, and then you got the brake mechanism, the caliper, and everything. So I'm going to explain some things here. If you ever get into this, first thing you got to do is take off the nut. It's on here when you start, and you need this big old 34 millimeter. So I rented it from O'Reilly, and I put it on a braking bar here. Put a pole on it, broke it, got it off. The challenging part was that. The bearings. You can see the condition of the bearings. So I heard wah 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 when I was going down the road, pretty loud. It was making a pretty loud. I thought that can't be the rubber. Well, this part here is where the race, you know, the bearings rub against. That part there fits up inside of that hole. So the first thing that fell off was this. This came loose after I had oiled it with a PB blaster, hit it with a torch, hammered and hammered and hammered for a couple of days. Couldn't figure out what to do. Wouldn't break loose. I knocked the studs out of it finally. I said, forget it. So I knocked the studs out of it. When I knocked the studs out, then voila, it finally fell apart. It fell out of this, and then this was already loose, wobbling around in there. It wasn't even, you know, it was kind of loose before I got that off. This is kind of this not attached to much, except for the studs. So it was complicated. So anyway, I bought new brake pads. There they are. The reason being, the caliper, when I was trying to figure out how to get it all off, I noticed that let's see how uneven they're wearing. Look at that. There's that one. That's not really that bad in shape. Look at how thin this one is. So, got new ones. I bought some new bolts to hold the caliper together. They have a hex head on the back of them. I forget what size, but you'll need. Hex head. Lots of extensions, different half-inch drives. I had to cut. I changed the pitman arm, and I think it's called pitman arm. I think this is called. It's not a bolt. I know that's a joint there. I forget what it's called. It won't come to me. But this part here, I had to change that out. You have to mark your threads before you take it off on each side. Mark your threads perfectly so that you get it back on without having to go get an alignment done. But yeah, I don't do this like a lot, but when I do it, I'll just try to change the shocks. I want to go see the brand new shocks. So put those on. And well, these old trucks, 25 years old, you know, the price of a new one is just so expensive. So I figured, well, might as well just keep this thing going for a while, you know. And not to do the other side. I guess if this side's going, the other side is going. But that's it, guys. I'm not I wouldn't really call myself a mechanic, but I'm mechanically inclined. And I figured I can get it done. A few tools. Grinder, you'll need a grinder. You'll need all these tools. All kinds of wrenches. Just gloves and oil and grease. It's just a great place, isn't it? A shop. Okay. Alright. Give it a like and a thumb up. Maybe I'll turn it around and see what I look like. Here's the guy talking to you. Dave the HVAC guy. Working on the truck. Thanks for watching.